For as long as anyone could remember, the island of Viliora had been little more than a dark legend, a patch of land shrouded in mist, rumored to be cursed. Sailors who strayed too close reported hearing strange whispers carried on the wind, though no one could ever make out the words. Some claimed it was the wind itself, others swore it was the voices of lost souls. One such sailor, Elias Trenholm, was not a man of superstition. He was a cartographer by trade, driven by the desire to map the unmapped. When he learned of Viliora, he dismissed the myths and set sail with a small crew, determined to uncover the truth. As their ship approached the island, the sea grew unnaturally still. The air thick with an eerie silence. Then, just as they were about to drop anchor, the whispers began. They slithered through the air, barely audible yet impossible to ignore. The crew shivered, exchanging uneasy glances. "We should turn back," murmured Callum, the first mate. Elias shook his head. "We've come too far." Steeling themselves, they rowed to shore. The island was lush but strangely lifeless. No birds, no insects, only the rustling of leaves in a wind that did not exist. At the center of the island stood a towering monolith, its surface covered in symbols that glowed faintly in the dim light. As Elias approached, the whispers grew louder. He could finally understand them. "Leave, before it wakes." A sudden tremor shook the ground. The monolith pulsed, the symbols shifting like living things. The whispers turned to urgent pleas, warning them to flee. Then the earth split open. From beneath the monolith, something ancient and vast began to stir. Shadowy tendrils slithered from the cracks, reaching toward the intruders. The crew screamed, scrambling for their boat. But Elias stood frozen, transfixed by the horror unfolding before him. The whispers were no longer whispers. They were screams. With a final wrenching effort, Callum yanked Elias away, dragging him back to the boat. As they rowed desperately, the island began to sink, swallowed by the sea as if it had never existed. When they reached the ship, Elias turned to look one last time, but the island was gone, leaving only an empty horizon. The sea was silent once more. No one spoke of Viliora again.